So yesterday, if you didn't join us during the live, the replay is still up. I might take it down. But in yesterday's live, okay, in our Puma Silwe edition podcast, okay, we had a little bit of fun. We got to digress. Listen, the comment section can be your friend or foe. Yesterday, it was absolutely hilarious. Well, on my lives, it's always friend because, hello, you've got to subscribe to chat with me on my lives. But in the meantime, so in yesterday's live, we digressed. We digressed into Judge Mbenenge'S Judicial Conduct Hearing.
Um, South Africa is a movie. We live in a drama. It's a series. Every day you will be shocked by something new. We have even forgotten what shocked us 2 weeks ago. You know, every day.
And I was telling everybody that was there that there's no way I could possibly cover that case just because of the nature of the trial. And it's not something that I want to be commenting on because I typically like to stay out of people's bedrooms. Okay, I don't want to have an opinion on what somebody else is doing in their bedrooms. And who am I? Who am I? I'm not watching and I'm not a spectator, so why should I comment? So that's typically the stance I was just letting everybody know. And then somebody said, well, you know what, with the emojis today, I was like, what emojis? And, of course, after the live, I went to catch myself up on the emojis explanation. So there was a linguistic expert. Apparently, emojis have a linguistic expert. Let me tell you. I think that I am pretty, savvy on my phone and emojis. But you know what? Sometimes an emoji comes up and I'm like, what is this? What is this? I don't know what this one is. Full disclosure, sometime last year, Dan in the comment section used the emoji of somebody hiding. Like half of the emoji, like half of the face, kind of like peeking out. And I was like, what does that even mean? You use that all the time, and I have no idea. Listen, I've never even looked up an emoji dictionary, so we had some interesting we had some interesting interpretations of the emojis that a whole judge. Don't make me judge. I'm really trying. I'm really trying in this case to listen and not judge. But I'm judging you, Judge Mbenengue. I don't know. Like if my grandmother's phone and I was trying to send a message and she says to me, "Can you send a message?" And then I found that her recent emojis are in the form of fruits and vegetables. I'm definitely looking at you sideways. Like there's no way, especially if it's specific fruits. And then yesterday, and then they spoke about the peach emoji, and then they spoke about the eggplant emoji, and then they spoke about the peeled banana emoji, and that one threw me off. Like, what in the that's definitely not Mzansi Unfiltered. What in the Judge Mbenenge is going on? Okay, and then I said, you know what? Let's try to listen and not judge. And then I think of Andiswa. And then I say to myself, okay, in all fairness, if someone had sent me those messages, of course we have to have, kind of a relationship in order for you to be comfortable sending me fruits and vegetable emojis, okay? But if you're just going to randomly send me fruits and emojis, let me tell you something. I am team ghost, okay? I am a very, very good ghost. In the ghost department, I'm excellent, okay? I wish I could show you my ghost department. I have a ghost department because it's like, we're not going to get so comfortable on my phone. Like, no way. So then I think about it. If my boss suddenly started sending me fruits and vegetable emojis, you can't exactly ghost your boss. I don't know. I don't know what I would have done in her shoes. So that's why I don't want to judge. Because that's a judge is messaging you with, fruits and vegetable emojis. And then I'm out here trying to judge a judge. Like, I'm underqualified for this. I feel like I'm underqualified for this situation. But then I think boundaries is something that maybe we can start off by establishing. What are some of the boundaries that one would have on their phone? Let me tell you something. Me and boundaries and my phone, we are close. Okay, we are so close. Like boundaries and I got those on lockdown, and I love the latest WhatsApp update. What? Nobody can see that I'm online. You go ahead and activate that name. I activate that nonsense right now because I was tired. Okay, I was just a girl, and I was tired that if people saw you online, now they feel the liberty to just call you constantly. And then even if they message you, they can see you online and you're just not responding because you know what? I'm a very good ghost, okay? I am Casper the ghost, okay? I will ghost a person. Do I block? I don't necessarily block because, sometimes, why don't I exercise the right to block? Of course I've blocked. Why do I not exercise the right to block but ghost instead? I don't know. Sometimes you don't want to burn the bridges, But anyway, do you see why I don't want to comment on this case? This is a difficult case to remain neutral, okay? So I wanted to add these 2 cents. This video is specifically to the people who were in the live yesterday, who spoke about the case, who introduced the emoji conversation. I'm here. I'm saying I went down the rabbit hole. I listened. I didn't judge. Okay, I listened. I didn't judge. I might have learned a thing or two about those emojis, and now I might have to listen in today as they continue with the emoji conversation. Drop a 1 in the comment section down below if you are following Judge Mbenenge'S judicial conduct hearing. Okay. Drop a 2 in the comment section if you're very, very familiar with those emojis. See, I don't want to open a can of worms. Drop a 3 if you think we should have a full After Dark video reaction and the members only section. Yeah, I could do it. But you know what, Mzansi, as always, I absolutely love it when you join my videos. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm keeping this one clean, okay? I'm keeping it clean. I don't know, maybe I should put a graphic content disclaimer. And if anyone finds this content highly offensive, it's not me. Okay? We don't make it up. Judge Mbenenge. Okay, the JP over there in the Eastern Cape had some liberties with his phone. And these are the kind of emojis he was sending to Uandiso. And she was sending back the shy emoji. And he would send back the hearing emoji. It was Ganingi, okay? It was Ganingi over there. The takeaway I have from this is that there are actual people who study emojis and they have linguistics degrees, and then they go and get PhDs in linguistics in emojis. I'm just saying, it's a whole wild west out there. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload. Bye.